blessings ain't gon' ever kiss me. Heard what I said and I can't help it. I ain't never gon' rest, never gonna test me, check me. I need I need you here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt about me. I need okay, yeah, I'm a touchdown in the matrix, yeah. Shawty send me your location, 120 on the freeway, speeding. Big check, blue pills, I'm beating. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me. You don't wanna, oh I gotta, but I gotta. You don't wanna, take you wanna see her every day. She just wants somebody for the night. You call, I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't need you no more, yeah. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't mean nothing but a side piece. Oh. Catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no. Sighting, she be feeling type of ways. I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Hey, been there and I never been the same. Yeah. Been there, but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Yeah. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't need you no more, yeah. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Hey, yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't mean nothing but a side piece. Oh. Catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no. a million now. It's a million now. They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money so fast. Accolades low key. Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I ain't paying notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she moves so sexually. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. Yeah, she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, All that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the West, Hold it down for me. These I like bitches all the time. These days I ain't even gon' lie, don't let me down. I've been throwing these honeys on a dime. Spent 7 on that, bring no wedding vows. All that smoking made me tired. 22's a call it Tyra and Mariah. Talk about my lows and all my highs. Been trying to see the light, this shit is quiet. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, All that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the West, Roll on in your CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. Yeah, she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. Yeah, they ain't never get it with a dog like me. How we got cheddar singing dog right me. Gotta keep it settled, gotta keep it low key. Money like me, money like me. Bitch, I'm in the city with a coke fiends. How they talking money when the money don't speak? Money in Geneva like it came from the street. Shawty in Vienna, gotta get it with me. Just, shawty know, gotta know, only know I'm like that. Set, straight back to the crib, switch cars, I'm right back. Left, and you know that it can't. I didn't know me left, no, when I move way to the left, yeah. Shawty won't slide, tryna know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me, yeah. Couldn't pull it up like me, shit. Now she tryna load my phone, Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost, Now they heard I got it on me, yeah. Now they hear I got it on me, yeah.
Fresh out the scene, bitch, I'm the best out the scene. Bulletproof if you know what I mean. Lately I just been questioning things. How you wanna stay with me for nights? Baby, I just wanna treat you right. Yeah, I'm thinking late through the night. And baby, you can stay if you like. Ain't no stress in this stretch legs. Baby, know I'm different. Hit my text when you downstairs. You know that I'm different than your ex.
try to know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, now she tryna load my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost. And it's feel I got it on me. And they hear I got it on me. Yeah. Said a 4x4 for G6, this baby shit for me. 100,000, couple M's don't make a G. Pass me in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg. Yeah, know it's how it day. Yeah, shawty, wish you was there. I'm about to cut up 25 for my lane. I told him my selling is a move it to the bank. Yeah, and you know they tryna lay down with the man. Way out on the man. Right now I'm on the man. Said that she love me, Christy and they on me. This is how she did, yeah she did. Say she adore me, Christy in the origin. Fuck with me some money. Baby, 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 ain't no more time for you. All the love and back, the money too. Yeah, when money come to stones, I just stick and move. No way, got me spending with my waves. Yeah, since we was young as we was dreaming about a Maybach. Yeah, now I'm looking for my 41 day days now. She said that she love me, Christy and they on me. This is how she did, yeah she did. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin. Fuck with me some money. more signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Shawty want signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. 15 right to my safe, 15 right to my bank. Long as my circle tight, long as my circle pays. If she gon' make my maze, if she gon' make my maze, I need my Beyonce. Gotta stay tough, gotta stay tough. Then I'ma bug and call, say that I'ma bug and call. I'ma go down when it get like that. I'ma hold out to maybe. Even out when the horse gon' say, how you been good and serving it. Yo, shawty want signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Stacks in the leader, all of us cheat up. 16 fees now, paying my fees up. All of us teed up, we gon' whip down like yeah, you know. Money so loud they heard it, know. Yes, you know we found a way. On my body spill the sun. I don't know, ain't no other way. I'm on way, I'ma go down when it get like that. I'ma hold out to maybe. Even out when the horse gon' say, how you been good and serving it. Shawty want signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Fuck on my shoulder, lights been on it. Shawty fuck around like no idea. Thought on my own, fuck on my shoulder, I'ma be colder, I'ma be colder. Fuck on my shoulder, fuck on my shoulder, lights been on it. Shawty fuck around like no idea. Thought on my own, fuck on my shoulder, I'ma be colder, I'ma be colder. On the Jackie, where she go? Throw my bank, but throwing that back like whoa. Run that shit, I need to know. I ain't tryna slow the pain. Damn shawty, I've been this way. I ain't tryna slow the pain. Now I'm running on over game. I say so, I'm reaping up. Gotta tell us twice, I'm keeping down. Fuck on my shoulder, wanna keep him out. Steady running up. I'm in my lane, I'm on my way. Don't swear, don't stop. They don't got it like me. I ain't worried about a thing, I ain't worried about a thing. What they ain't get like me, get like me, get like me, get like me, on me, on me. They must be what I need. Couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me. Ice cold. I'm too with it, gon' ISO, ice for, now we live and the niggas too nice, got them lining up now when they see me, got the shawty listening to me on repeat, gotta know by now, you know, you just know my name, wish they see my face, I can't ask for love, not me. They don't wanna like me, wouldn't get it like me, wouldn't get like me, like me, like me, like me, on me, They must be what I need. Couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me. Let them know now, yeah. I'm on somebody told me, yeah. Can't hold now, yeah. Like I'm in too deep, 10 toes down, yeah. It's hard to tell, but I feel like ain't nobody else cares. Gotta know by now. You know, you just know my name, Wish they see my face, Come on, I'm on my way. And I'll get some money, I'm on my way. You gotta send for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way. I'm out of time, got this weight on me. I'm missing us, tell me what they on me. I'm holding down like a lady on me. I'm holding down for me. OMW on my mama, OMJ. Well, I think that you forgot, but what you saw in me. Caught a love, but please don't be the one who got away. Just the woman talking when I come and hum it.
Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? Okay, I think it should be working now. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, we didn't miss much. Look, sideways chop. What do we? Same thing as yesterday. How we're just in between. We're chopping in between the 5 and 20. That's what I'm telling you. We don't. Let's wait for a direction, and it may take. Like I always say. Rewind. It may take. Not every day is a trading day, because look at all these levels of liquidity we got to take out. This is a little tough area. This whole area right here is going to be tough. This is indecision area, the whole way in between the 5 and 20. I think the market's waiting for some type of major news catalyst before we make a decision. There's a lot of uncertainty based on tariffs and global war issues, whatever it is. So not every day is a trading day, and we need to understand that. We don't always have to be in a trade. Like, look at this. There's no way you can do anything in here. You've been chopped up. So like comfortably, I'd like to take out this level right here. I'm gonna highlight it in pink. Yeah, I'd like to take out this right here to confirm any downside, right? So as we start cascading down or trending down, it'll let us know, okay, you know, what's gonna happen here, and then we wanna wait for a break and retest, because then we'll know we took out all this liquidity, because this is a big liquidity band. All this is a big liquidity band. So you can't get mad at me if the market is just choppy and there's no actual direction, because that's just what it is. We're identifying the risk. Now if we, and then this would be our, let me mark this one. Yeah, see that big band, these two pinks? We'll have a better idea, I'm sorry to say, this is just true, once we break out of this range right here. Yeah, you could probably see it better on the 5. So on the 5 minute, you see all this right here, right? We're still in it. We're still in this range right here. So it's gonna be, you know, I think this is a scalp area. It's, you know, we can scalp here and there, but it's gonna be tough to, because there's so many liquidity bands, like right above, right below. It's hard. What I'm saying is it's hard to figure out a target because there's so many nearby. So is this one a target? Is this a flexion point? We don't know. The market knows. So we'll let them figure it out. We'll ride the wave. I'm gonna use a 5 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna use a 5 minute really quick to show. Let's see if something like this happens on the 5 minute. And we'll try to translate that over to our 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, so really we want to be below 627.39.
Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh, catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no.
I'm not gonna call the downtrend yet, Sonny, because I know we need to take out these levels of liquidity. Once we get below this, then I'll be like, oh, okay, we're probably heading down. Because I see pretty much this area right here, right above this pink. You see how much liquidity built up? It couldn't break. Liquidity built up again in the after hours, couldn't break. Once we get here, then I'll start to, you know, then I'll know we've taken out all this and we got some strength to go down. Otherwise, we could just be seeing, you know, a rejection off of it. Ah, you learned from yesterday, the cross of the 20 and the 5. Yeah, when the 20 crossed the 5. Yeah, you learned from yesterday. Good job. Hell yeah, that was easy. Let's see, put 620, 627. Yeah, that's where I'll be looking for structure under this pink right here. That's probably where I'm looking for entries, all right? And we want to see it on a break and a retest. Okay, chill. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right, in this short term, let's see, right? Do you guys like the blue path or the yellow? Here's blue. Here's yellow. Which one? Someone make an executive decision. Look, see how tricky this market is? We're right back to market open, right? Is it going to be breaking magenta for the up today? Breaking magenta for the up, meaning, so when I'm saying breaking magenta, I'm saying we're looking for, if the trend is pointing down, okay, slightly bullish today. If the trend is pointing down, right, whichever one I highlight, this is just, I'm giving you an example. I'm not saying this is what it is. We're testing this right now, but if the price breaks above, then we're looking for our call entries, right? But like I said, if you want to play it safe, you see the range right here that we're in. It seems like a huge range, but you know, we got hours. It could get there today. It could just stay right in between. We don't know. So let's wait till we see. Let's not try to guess. Yeah, so it looks like in order for this little cup and handle to play out, we want to see the break, retest, and reject on the 20. above the 20.
Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah. Isn't me, oh no. Isn't me, oh no. Isn't me, oh no.
So again, I want to reiterate an important point. The path here that I draw, so you know the chart is time and price, right? There's two dimensions to it. I can't account for time. I don't know the time, right? When this is gonna happen, but I'm saying what it needs to look like at the price, what it needs to look like. Meaning this could, you know, shift over here, because it's the price at what we're looking at everything that's important, not the time. You understand what I'm saying? It's the price, not the time. I'm trying to give you a visual representation, you know, and okay. Okay. Let it play, let it play. Okay, protect your trade. Break of magenta, trade protected. You're in profit. Nothing more I can do. I did my job for today. If it goes against you now, I have nothing to do with that. I told you you're going to make money off this play right here. Money's being made. I've done my job. Take your profit and leave. 100 contracts, we're out. We're done. We're rich for the day. Rich for the day. Here it is. And Ron says bullish day. Ron says it's a bullish day. Let's hope you're right, Ron. Let's hope you're right. Wait, yeah. No, wait. Because, right, there's two ways we can go about it. You either go in now and hope that it shoots up, or you wait for the break, retest, and reject. So if you're waiting, and if you're waiting for above 631, even better. If you're waiting for above 631, even better, because you know you've taken out all this liquidity, and then you'll see that, right? Because it's always a structure within a structure. Then you'll see that, boom, right?
I'm in the booth going ghost. Now they heard I got it on me. Now they hear I got it on me.
So we'll know this motion is not a thing once we get below a certain level, right? What was the announcement, Ron? You're leaving us in suspense, dude. Oh, wasn't it was it tariffs today or something? Or I think tariffs going to something. Stuck between the 5 and the 20. We're stuck between the 5 and the 20. The 20 needs to be, what do you call it? Resistance, or excuse me, support. The 20 needs to be support if we're going to shoot up. That's the answer. The 20 has to be support if we're going to shoot up. This is the answer. Or if for any upward motion. I'm not saying shoot up, but are more likely to win if we yeah, we're going. Hold on, what's going on? That's kind of funny. All right, let's do some. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What happened here? Okay. Ooh, look at our 5 minute though. Look at our 5 minute. So the 5 minute says we're below the water, possibly starting a bear cycle. This is if you're using the MACD. The 1 minute says we're below the water and possibly starting a bear cycle. Right? So we never. Oh, maybe a fake out right here on this break. Probably a fake out. Ah, weapons. Okay. So do you see we want the 5 to be support, and then we want to break through the 20 and then make the 20 support before it shoots up, right? Okay, I see a little range building right now, so I'm gonna try to, let's see if I could do that. I'll try to differentiate it just a tad. Okay, I think I see a little range in this light purple or whatever it is. Okay, you see what I'm talking about? It's not about the time, it's about the price. Not about the time, it's about the price. I don't know when it's gonna happen, I just know what it needs to look like. So now we need the 20 to be support. And not like 1 or 2 candles. If it shoots out, right? Nothing you can do about that. We want to see it support. We want to see a movement here. A movement. What's a movement? The range of our trend. That's the movement, the full move of the trend. If you didn't take any trades, good, because we're at market open. You didn't lose anything. Actually, no one won anything yet, unless you're scalping. So we're dancing on this orange. You see how the orange, how it holds liquidity? Look, 1, 2, 3 touches. This orange on the 5 is holding liquidity. So the break of orange on our 5 minute chart. Let's see the break of orange. 620.7. So yeah, below the, oh, you know what? Look, this orange right here coincides with this little light purple I just put. This orange, the break of this orange coincides with this range I just put here. That's not an accident. That's an on purpose. And here we go. So there's something called the 84% rule. So we had a thesis that if it broke this trend line right here, that it would be a call. it faked out. 84% rule says if that opportunity presents itself again, that 84% of the time it's going to be a winner, and it worked, right? So let's say you went on the break, 628.67 to 629.90. That's a good move. That's a great move right there. This is a great move. Yeah, so from basically 629 to almost 630, that's a full point move. That's a full point move. Don't let this fool you. This is a lot of money right here. This, from this break to this break, is a lot of money. From this break to this to this is a good amount of money. So you'll know not to even. We want to see support forming here, and not support in a candle. The support needs to be the movement. And what is that? What is that going to look like? It's going to look like. I'm just giving an example. So we need to have. We need to have our 20 right here, and we want to see the 20 rejecting, meaning forming support in this, whichever trend this is, or whichever algo we assign at that time. So let's say we do green or something like that. So whenever green presents itself, I'm making this up, right? I'm just giving you an example. But that's where the support is, when it starts rejecting off of this green, whichever algo that is, when that starts to happen. So we haven't missed anything. Look, we're still stuck in this liquidity trap, which is where between the 5 and the 20 MA. We went over this I think 2 days ago. How just, you got to be cautious in this area, this whole area, just based on price action. Just based on what we discussed earlier of how many liquidity pockets there are all over the place, it's hard to hit your target. Because look, liquidity. Your targets are very close. And then within those movements, it has a lot of range in there. So it's stopping people out, yada, yada, yada. So just wait until, that's why I'm telling you, between this pink and this pink, a lot of action in there. It's going to be hard to trade in there for this reason, because there's so many pockets, and the price can turn around at any one. Like you can't really trade in it. You can scalp it, hope for the best. You can scalp that sort of stuff, but this was a good move. I'm not gonna lie. That's one full point right there. That's you can't ask for anything more than that. We had a half a point on this break and a full point here. You can't ask for more than that. And nothing's guaranteed. There's no time. So I can't tell you how long to hold on to it, what your risk appetite is. I can't do all that. I can just tell you where the money is going to make money. That's all I can tell you. I don't think there's any algos being respected right now. Clearly we're just in this light purple range. You can't trade in this. Just wait till we make, either the 5 is going to be resistance, meaning like this, or the 20 is going to be support. That's the answer, right? And not like one candle, like I'm saying, the movement. It has to be within the movement. So if you haven't taken a trade yet, good. That means you're smart, because we're still chopping in between here. Now that doesn't mean that this isn't gonna happen, right? That doesn't mean that. don't forget, don't forget what, because the rules still apply. So if we break this, you know, it has, because that means all this liquidity has been taken out. So the rules still apply. We have to look for our levels of liquidity. Boom. Once it gets taken out, boom, then you know the direction.
Taught a nigga how to earn your trust. I'm not concerned with them. I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect. I'm hurting, babe. That make two of us the way you purchase things. The surface level not serving us. I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant. And may I vent based off the things you post online. I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall. No, they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way. I wait out back.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. You see the rain? Like, it's tough, but look how you would have to hold for dear life for all this, right? It's tough because you're in this tight range and there's a lot of liquidity here, so expect this sort of stuff. But actually, I think Ron is probably the hero of the day because he definitely told us uptrend today, bullish. Thank you, Ron. Hey, we use all the tools we have, all the tools at our disposal. Okay. All right, so where's the target? Let's see. We're hoping to target this pink. We're hoping to target this pink. Oh, wait. I wasn't calling you a tool, Ron. I didn't mean that. Sorry. Okay, so I would like to one of my classic setups just presented itself, and I'd like to show everyone how it presented itself. So I always tell you on the break of whatever this thing is that I put, right? Whenever I say break, if a break of this, that means buy call, buy put, and I'll make that clear, right? When I say that, you got two options. Either you go in here and the price is going to do one of two things. It's either going to shoot up, and if you're in, you get to ride the wave, or it's going to break, retest, and reject. Right? One of two things. Where is it going to retest? The same level. So it just so happened to be so perfect that the magenta algo that I generated it touched exactly on key level 628.67, and then look at the money we're printing right now. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster sometimes. Look at the money. Don't listen. We already knew this was gonna happen. We already called it out. This is easy money. Look at the money we printed, and hopefully the target is 630. What is it? The pink right here. We identified we needed to take out this liquidity. We just went over it, right? I just said we need to take out this liquidity. Look what happened. Okay, liquidity got taken out. It has to run now. It doesn't have to, but you understand that now the orders have to be filled, right? So everyone that was going short here, they got stopped out. What do they got to do? Cover their positions. They got to cover their shorts. So what's happening? They have to sell back the position. So what happens when they sell back? Especially because look, where was the liquidity? At the 5 and the 20. Look, the 5 and the 20. They got stopped out. It has to give it the strength to where 631.30. Listen. This is what it is. Now you're understanding. Every day we do this. This isn't a surprise. We knew where our short entries were, right? It was below the 5 when the 5 makes resistance. You see support forming here. Look at the support right here. on the 20. It broke. Now it's got support. It's got some strength. Boom. And then we know that our entry is on the break of what? This 629.69, right? I told you 629.69, we're in this range, this tight range. I identified it. That's how I knew exactly where the handle would. This is easy. Look what's happening right now. This is all done live and in real time. All done live and in real time. I even told you 84% rule. This is a good classic example of my setup, right? This is it. I want everyone to pay attention to this moment right here because it always presents itself. So you got two options on the breakup. Whenever I say break of this thing, and this is mainly for you, Ron. When I say the break of this for calls, right? Because you see the trend going down, so we want to go the opposite trend for the money. You got two options. One of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to shoot up or it's going to break, retest, and reject. So you have to be able to hold. If you get in here, you got to be able to hold. And where would you put your stop? Underneath the last low. This is just the basics, right? But when we're in it and we're in the trade and we open up the wallet, everything changes. All right, hold on. Let me get back to it. Hold on, sorry. So we're targeting up here, right? This is the target. Why is that the target? Because that's where the liquidity is. This is how you're able to know. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying this should give you some confidence in holding your trades because you know where the orders are now. The orders have to be here. The next set of orders are here. So however it gets there, it may be ugly on the way there, but it'll most likely get there. It's not 100%. It's not guaranteed. If you're not taking profit when you can, that there's nothing I can do about that. But I'm teaching you how to identify winners or how to identify risk. We knew that in between here was risky. We knew that. We knew what we needed to see. And you have to understand, it's all about taking out the last level of liquidity and going to the next level. And then you can see, you use your 1 minute chart to see which way it's fading. And I'm going to give you an example of fading, okay? Here's how we can see how we're going to fade it. Look at what's happening. Look where it's going. Look where it's going. Where do you think it's going to go? Right? We don't have to know for sure. But now that you're armed with the tools to know, oh, okay, this was the liquidity grab to give us the strength. We needed to stop everybody out. All right, I'm going to show you the fade or what the momentum looks like. So we're going to use our 5 minute to illustrate this. You can see that on the 5 minute, on the 5 minute, we needed break of this orange, right? In order for this inverse cup and handle to happen. So break of orange had to be the play in order for the down, right? At minimum. We don't know that for sure, but that was our thesis. So you have to, go with your thesis, I guess. But anyways, break of orange was going to be the play. If you look at this red candle right here, this just tells you you're still within the orange, right? We don't know that it's fading it up. What's that? The 955 candle. Now let's go over here. Okay, but look at these candles now. Look where you see the price fading right here. Look at the fade. You see the fade? Look at the 5 minute. Because you have to remember, this wasn't here. Imagine this wasn't here. This momentum candle. Which momentum candle would have helped us too. But you can't tell in this candle anything. There's nothing to be told. You just know you're in the orange. However, if you go to your 1 minute, you see how the price is fading up. This is the fade. This is the fade. This is how you know the direction. This is how we use our multiple time frames or higher time frames. Right? Let's go to the 30 minute. We know what we're looking for some upside. Right? We want to break this because we're still in this wedge. Now, I'm not saying, by the end of today, we could shoot up here, shoot down here, but I'm saying we're in this wedge. at this point, you should be using your the trading plan from this morning in the trade analysis to like kind of get an idea of what's happening. Kind of get an idea of where your setups are for your entries. Where's your long setups? Where are your short setups? That's how you use the 30-minute, right? Then the 5-minute is telling us. The 5-minute tells us how we get to where we're going. If we're going down, we have to break this. Otherwise, we're still in this orange, right? So orange, this is the full movement of orange. We could still be in here in orange. We'll know we get a stronger trend once we break above orange like that. That's when we get a stronger trend. But until then, we're still in this orange trend in our 5-minute time frame. Okay? So now that we have the 5-minute time frame, meaning, how do we get to where we're going? If we reject off here, our next target is up here. If we break this orange, then we know we need to take out this liquidity for some more down. So this is how we tell where we're going. If we reject, we're going up. If we break, we're going down. Okay, cool. So we have our setups. We know how we're going to get there. And the 1 minute tells us exactly where we are for our entries. So once you start to see the fade here, and you get confirmation with some support here, support on the 20, right, with the fade, we have a few. Now we have something called confluence, right? We have our 30-minute, or excuse me, our 30-minute, our 5-minute, our 1 minute, all working together. We also had the break of our magenta. We also had the break, retest, and reject of the 20. And you can also maybe even add in some indicators here. So we had many reasons to think it was going to go up. What we needed to do was have the patience to hold, to let the market figure out the orders. Okay, you got stopped out, you're gonna collect, you got stopped out, this is your take profit, this is your stop loss. And then once everyone figures which is where, we'll start to see the fade, right? You're gonna start to see the fade, who's winning. And that's the answer. That's just the answer. Now we were hoping this was going to be the target. Maybe we're going to get a bigger break, retest, reject. We're hoping, but you should be, this is look at all this money here. Hopefully you didn't just let all that go, right? You should be following your stops, right? Because we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But okay, now look. Now what could be forming? Now the next setup is maybe like that. Maybe we got a shoulder, a head, another shoulder. This is all, it's going to be tricky in here. As long as you're in between these two, it's going to be tricky.
Try to know me, I can never get it too close. Cause you heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, I just tryna let my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going close. Let it hear I got it on me. Let it hear I got it on me.
All right, looks like we're in this purple. Let's break another purple before we go short. So the other purple we want to break is going to be around the 5, right? Or else we're going to get stuck in the chop. So before you go short, wait for the other purple to break. I think we're building in purple. There's going to be another algo. So wait, let the other algo generate itself. It will. I'll see it. Hopefully within enough time, but I think it's going to build in purple. We're going to see another... I don't know this to be a thing yet. I'm just giving an example. We're going to see another algo generate, maybe like this. And then we want to ride up the build in purple and then break this here for some puts. And hopefully this would align with the 5, right? If we get under this blue, we're hoping that the 5 is right there as resistance. Again, I don't know that this blue is a thing, so it may not be. I'm just giving you an example. So I'm going to take it off the screen because I don't know that it's a thing yet. Just giving an example of what we're looking for, how to know what the setup is. And these things take time, so don't rush it. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a business. You have to take this as a business. Okay, nice little shoulder, head, shoulder, break a purple. The only reason I didn't say break a purple, again, like I said, because I knew that this break a purple would lead us back in between this 20 and the 5. And what do we see here? This chop. So let's let the chop figure it out. Let's let this chop figure it out, and we'll know when we break our other algo, which I'll be able to find it, hopefully, in time. Just give it time. But let's translate all this into a higher time frame. Let's go to the 5. So we're still in this orange, right? So there's no reason to get out until we break this orange. We already knew it was going to be weird in here, right? Because there's so many levels of liquidity. Look, we have this level right here, which we're working on right now. We're working on taking this level out. See it? So if we get above this, okay, then you know where the next target is, right? It's up here. Still within your orange. Okay, I just readjusted the purple, so I think it's a little cleaner now. I'm not sure about this blue. Give this blue a second. Here, if it wants to head down, watch. Look out for that if it wants to head down. So let's see if we keep rejecting this magenta here. Okay, so if you're taking this head and shoulders here, where's your target? It should be right here at 628.68. Okay, think I'm liking this blue. Think I'm liking this blue. Easy money. Easy money. Head and shoulders. Called out. Easy money. Easy money. Look at the money we're printing. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at them. This is all done live and in real time. Look at the money we're printing. All done live. Live right in front of your face. You can't make this up. Don't tell me I didn't give you plenty of time for this. Look at the money we printed. Oh goodness. Look at the money. Right? Expect the bounce here. Expect the bounce. We already called this. Here's the bounce. Expect this bounce. Hoo-wee! Been a great morning. Look at the money we printed. Good job. Oh boy. Amazing. Simply amazing. Hey. Woo-wee. If you're waiting, if you didn't take that, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no FOMO here. It's all right. There's always another setup. Always another setup. So I was a little late on the blue, but I did identify the shoulder right here. So I'll give myself a little bit of grace. I was late on the blue, but. And then for another. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, break of the 5 minute, right? Boom. Broke. Oh, perfect. Look, Sonny, see? This is why I have you. The 5 minute broke. And then it went to where? The next key level. Boom. Risk, reward. There it is. Perfect. Good job, Sonny. See how you see how we translate the lower time frame, the higher time frame? You're getting it. And on a bigger scale, right? You still have to give yourself this grace. But if you're, we can translate wins, quick loss, or however you decide your path. That's the great part about this. So I think this blue translated to the orange, and so break of orange was the break of blue, which gave us there it is. Sonny, good for you. You're learning. You're getting good. You're getting good. So we do want to see a retrace before the down, right? Because we want to know that we gained all the liquidity off the 5. So we already knew we were going to stutter here, right? Look, we already knew. We already planned this out. This stutter, we already knew. Technically it has till up. Technically it has till up here before the structure is broken. It has all this room for the handle, all the way back up to this thing up here. So we'll see. Hopefully this is all the liquidity it needs from the 5 for another leg down, and then we should see another blue. Well, I'd like to see another purple form. That'd be great. Another purple, and then a blue underneath that. That would be ideal. Now, depending on how much liquidity is on this 5, we could get it so it doesn't need to go so high up and it just tanks right here. But we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Depending on the amount of orders and things like that. So let's just be patient. Because now we know what the setup looks like, right? We know exactly what the setup looks like. We want to see a retrace, and then we want to see it fade down. Because this is plenty of liquidity built up over here. But don't force anything here. Allow it, just, you know, give it some time. Give it some time, give it some space. Don't force anything. Let's indicators say we're below the water. We're swimming up, so we're fighting the current, so we should be going sideways, right? This one's pointing down, this one's pointing up. We should be going sideways, which is exactly what's happening. All right, don't forget, this move technically has till somewhere close to this 629.69 for a retrace. It still has that room until the structure is broken there. So okay, good move. Good move. Now let's let the next setup set itself up. Okay, look what just happened here. I don't know, when a long time ago I did this, right? I told you what was gonna happen here. I told you where it was gonna bounce. You could have bought a call right here from 628.23. That's half a point. That's half a point. With enough contracts, that's your weekly income. From here to here, you can make your weekly income. Trust me. I told you exactly where it was gonna bounce. Exactly where. All right, Sonny, this is from the lesson. We want to see if the lesson from Sunday is gonna work its way into today's session. Meaning, if we get a weak bull cycle, which would identify our continuation. Continuation for us is gonna look like a bolt down. Continue down. I'm gonna clean up the chart just a bit. Okay, so the wins for today was, I'm gonna post them in the chat as well, but we had this break in magenta, and then we had this shoulder right here off the 20. So I'm not gonna add this one because that's not. I don't count this one, but I will count breaking magenta and this this shoulder right here, because those are definitely call outs that I gave. And also I didn't give you any other option for the call out, meaning when I did the original cup and handle, there was no downward scenario. The downward scenario was on the 5, which didn't happen, so that couldn't have triggered. So I'll take credit for this one and for this one here, which also those are the only 2 call outs I gave. So 100% for the day. I'm willing to take that. That's a pretty good rate. 100% for the day. Okay, is everyone, I would like everyone to pay attention really quick. Let me see if everyone's paying attention. Make sure no one stepped away. Okay, Lee, you're here. Ron, I just want to make sure you're here. Are you here? I want to show something important. Okay, here we go. Watch this, watch this, watch this. This is how we translate our time frame, the higher time frame to the lower time frame, so you can see the fade. Remember that fade I was telling you about? All right, watch. I want you to train your eyes to look for this sort of stuff, okay? So this shoulder here, we know there's liquidity built up right here. We know we had liquidity built up right in there, right? So we know we had to take out this liquidity if this shoulder was going to be a thing. If you go to your 5-minute, here's the shoulder right here. You can't really get any real information from this. You can maybe see a momentum candle and continuation candle here, but let's use this 10-15 candle right here, right? 10-15 candle. If you don't know what's about to happen, if your thesis is there's going to be a shoulder, let's look at the 10-15 candle. Do you see how the price is fading down? Do you see the fade right here? So this little retracement right here won't translate on the 5-minute because all that's happening within 5 minutes. But on your 1-minute, you can see how the price is fading down. And then when we broke this blue, that was your confirmation. So the 5-minute, you can't really tell anything. But if you have your thesis here, you can see the fade. So when you start seeing fades like this, when it starts fading in a direction, that should give you an idea of what's going to happen. So try to translate. Oh, I think there's going to be a shoulder here. Does this tell me anything? I see a momentum candle. This is where my liquidity is at this key level, 629.50. And now I see price fading. The fading of the price. It's starting to fade down. So keep an eye out for this fade, right? If you have momentum in your direction and you start to see it fade, once we break this algorithm, which I will generate the algorithm, you don't have to worry about that. Eventually you'll get good enough to not even need me, but use me as a crutch for now until the repetition is so much that it just becomes second nature. And it takes time. It takes time. I wasn't able to do this when I started. Matter of fact, when I first started doing it, I'm like, how is this possible? How is this happening? And then I just learned, right? And you'll learn too. All right, so if this, all right, let it play out. So here, this flexion never happened. So there's no reason to go to bet on your put yet. Wait for it to happen. If it does, right? We don't know. So you wait for the setup because your entry would have been here. So if it worked, okay, here, let me explain this really quick. if the price were to come down here, like I said originally, reject or retest and reject, your entry is on the break of this line right here, because this is where your liquidity is at. You see it? Your entry has to be on the break of this. Now, if you could time it up here, okay, good on you. If you can time the flexion, like, good on you. That would have been great. But your entry is when you break the key level. Okay, back to the action. Okay, perfect rejection at this magenta. I like it. Now remember, I told you this move is still in play all the way up to this purple, this light purple. So let's see what happens here. Now, if we get above this light purple and we start making this support, then we know what to look for, right?
Straight back to the quick switch cars, I'm right back. Left, and you know that it can't. I didn't go left. No, when I move way to left. Yeah, shawty won't slide, try to know me. I can never get it too close.
Look how crazy we're almost back at market open. So if you didn't take any trades, you're okay. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. Because, you know, I've been saying this is an uncomfortable region, right? This is very uncomfortable region to be trading in. We can only really scalp this because it's so much levels of liquidity that the market is having a hard time deciding. So let them decide. We'll just ride that wave. Okay, I'm gonna be honest right now. I think we're getting there's kind of a little bit of, I'm not gonna say luck, but I will say that the price isn't really respecting algos, and it's not really. So I think we're close. We're on the edge of, like, yesterday we had them identified perfect. Right now we're kind of like on the edge. I can tell it's slightly off, and it's just because we're in between the 5 and 20. So yeah, like I said, there's a big range, right? From pink to pink. Don't forget this pink to pink is a big range here. We need to clear this range before we get real, you know, some type of confidence anywhere. But, you know, in the shorter time frame, we're able to scalp. We're able to make some money. I mean, we had some pretty amazing trades so far. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. Okay, I could possibly... the structure is kind of broken here. I was going to say maybe I see some type of... But it's... I don't know if it's kind of broken. It's hard to tell. So just give it a second. Yeah, we're just stuck in this... We're stuck in this range, right? No big deal. If you're able to make money in here, good on you. You're an expert. Because this isn't easy. This is kind of tough, especially in between the moving averages like that. But you can see the trend, right? Buy calls on the 5, puts under the 20, calls on the 5, puts in, right? So, all right, let's let this play. Let's let this play. Okay, again, here, I'm going to take credit. By the way, I said, what? The magenta is going to be our up. So if you took this trade, the magenta up, you're in profit. I've done my job. There's nothing more I can do, right? Break, retest, reject, however you wanted to go about it, you're in profit now on this play. I've done my job. We're 4 for 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2. This is 3 for 3. 3 for 3 on wins. If you lose here because you're holding too long, that's not my fault. I don't control your risk tolerance. I'm telling you how you can make money. How much money is up to you. How much you lose is up to you. Well, you shouldn't have had any losses today because, I mean, it's possible, but it's, you know, if you did take a loss, it's probably because your stop loss wasn't adjusted properly. Because the emotions get into it, and that's understandable. But hopefully now you'll gain the confidence and understanding to know that when certain levels of liquidity have been taken out and they're fading in a direction, have some confidence to allow that full motion to play out. Because what's happening in that time is the computers are basically saying, okay, you're stopped out, you're taking profit, you have to cover your shorts, and then once all that happens, then the next orders need to be filled at, you know, probably, if we're going up, at 6:30, 1:30, right? That's the next level of liquidity that I see. Oh, no, right here. What is it? The high a day. The high a day right here. There's obviously liquidity right here. But look, I told you, break of magenta, buy the call, break of magenta. This is too easy. Break, retest, reject. It just did it again. We just went over this. We literally just went over this. If you go in on this, you're going to have to hold for the retracement. Here it is again. Ron, are you seeing what's happening, Ron? Look at us, Ron. We win. We win. Take your wins and move on. Look at the money. There we go. Look at the money. Don't say it. We knew where the short entry was, and we knew where the long entry is. This is too easy. This is too easy. Look at the money we printed. We just have to be patient. It's going to happen. There's a high, it's not 100%, it's a high likelihood. Take your time, Ron. Take your time. I want you to get comfortable with, like, here's the thing that I think most of us have an issue with, especially beginners, is being able to survive the movement within your trend. That's the hard part. Once you can get over that and realize the price has to go in a certain direction if this thing happens. Normally, right? There could be someone sitting at some weird, some big company sitting at some weird level that has a huge order in that stop hunt or change the direction really quick. That could happen. But, you have to use probability. So how many times on the break and retest did it work? If you got a 80% win rate on that, go with that. If you took the break of magenta, let's see when that was, 629.78 to 630.43, half a point, that's a good move. That's a good move. And technically this move is still going. Technically it's still going. Why? Because we're in the blue. You see the blue? We're in the blue movement. That's what I'm saying. We don't allow the full movement to play out. And that's when we get stopped. Instead of, and then I'm not saying to, all I'm saying is your stops have to be along the movement, right? Your stops have to be along the movement. When you're ready to take profit, take profit. If you got in on this break and you're ready to take profit right now, do it. Take your money and run, because there's nothing guaranteed here. I'm just telling you where you can make money. Look at this money we're printing. Look at the money. Look at the come on now. You have to get comfortable with holding longer than you like. You have to get comfortable with these red candles. Like, oh no, it's going the other way. Stop it. Stop. Eventually, you're going to get, it's going to fake you out so much, you're going to be upset. You're going to start to learn. It'll just come natural. And if this play is done, the play is done. But trust me, for doing absolutely no work, clicking a button, going from 629.82 to 630.43 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 10 or 11 minutes, for doing nothing, that's good money for doing absolutely nothing. For waiting, you have to imagine it like this. You can only gain money if you allow the money to grow. The faster you move your stop, the faster you're cutting off your ability to grow the money, because it needs to have a couple pullbacks to push. It needs to. You need to. All this is stopping people out. People, their orders are getting, or they're taking profit. Whatever it is, that's all happening within these candles. But the momentum's pushing it in a direction. All right, I'm gonna clean this chart up just a bit. Now, if it's gonna continue up, we want to look for a weak bear cycle. A weak bear cycle meaning that the MACD and the signal line, so our current, which is the MACD line, and the swimmer stay above the water, which doesn't make sense to be a swimmer out of the water, but whatever, Sonny. I already know you're judging me. I already know it. Yeah, floating above the water. That's normal. People float above water. That's fine. And then when you're able to hold your trades throughout weak bear cycles for a continuation, when you're able to do that, that's when you'll reach nirvana.
Shawty, she worried if I might show. Damn, it's hard to care for a side though. Out here with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping any, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando.
So let's see if we can use the indicator to our advantage. Do you see how it had a peak we had a peak on the MACD, and it also crossed. So we don't know if we have a peak yet because we're still above water. Okay, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look, you see how we're still within the movement of blue? Look, we're still in the blue movement. There's no reason to get out of the trade. You have to be able, look at the money. You have to be able to, look, we're still in blue. I told you, trail your stops along blue. You cannot lose. We cannot lose. You have to trust the system. I told you where your stop loss was. Look at the money we're printing. This is why we don't rely on indicators. We use them to our advantage. This is how we learn how to translate it. See how high above the water it is? That means the trend is strong, up. That means what? We're looking at a bolt, right? Maybe. I mean, it's already bolting as we speak. I mean, I consider that complete because look, we reached the peak again. Come on now. I'm giving you the answers to the test. I'm giving you the answers. What's holding you back is your psychology. Trust me. These red candles, I know they hurt. But what you need to understand is those red candles is what's giving you the strength to push. Once we broke this, what is this line right here? This light purple. Once we broke above this purple, we got the strength. Why? Because we took out the liquidity. We grabbed it off the 20. We broke, retest, and reject off our trend. Look, weak bear cycle, Sonny. We just went over it on Sunday. It's happening right in front of your face. Do you see how we can use? We can't rely on the indicators. You can't. But we look at the money we're printing. Look at the money. Look at the money we're printing. Where do you think the target's gonna be? The liquidity, right? Look at the liquidity. We know where the liquidity is. How do we know? Boom. Look. It's right here. That's where the price wants to go. Now, if it gets there, we don't know, but that's where it wants to gravitate towards. How do we know that? Because we took out all this liquidity. I'm drawing it out for you ahead of time. There's nothing more I can do. And even if it was this, I told you where to go short. I told you exactly where to go short. You only had one option for this trade. There was only one option, and it was to go long on the break of this magenta. How do we know that? Because I said it over here. Break of magenta was our up scenario for the day. So all we're doing is waiting for magenta. I can't make the system any easier. It cannot get easier. Look where the target is. I want you guys to gain a little more confidence. So when you take your trades, you have confluence. Hey, look, I broke this level, it retested, it's rejecting, I'm seeing a fade, it retested the same high a day, we're breaking high a day, look at the candle, we have many confluence, look at the money we're printing. This is all done live in real time. No one on the internet's doing this, by the way. There's no one doing this. Not like this. This is unique. I'm telling you. I will pay someone $50. I'll pay someone $50 if they could show me someone on the internet doing like this with the precision. I'm not saying drawing lines on a graph. I'm saying precision. I'm giving no one's doing this. Okay? It's just not a thing. And that's not saying we're going to win, we got 100% today. That's not saying we're going to win every day. But trust me, as long as your wins outweigh your losses, you got a career in front of you. Because then you're going to learn how to scale. You're going to learn how to take your multiple contracts. I told you, you have to be willing to stay within the movement. This is the movement, the blue. I told you this. Now you see what I'm talking about. And here's what's going to happen. The next time you're going to take the trade, you're like, okay, he said stay in blue. And then it's going to go against you, and you're like, son of a bitch, it's not for me. I can't win. You can't think like that, okay? Because it's all based off probabilities. Look at this beautiful movement. Look, there's no reason to get out. I told you what was going to happen. It's not a coincidence. It's 100% can't be a coincidence. Right? Look at this money. Purple, I guess. Purple, yeah, I think purple would be this movement. We know where our target is. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, oh well. Look how much money we made. Look at this money from break of, what is this? 629.80 to 6. Listen, no one on the internet is giving you 2 points with precision. No one. I don't care. $50. Go. I will cash app you. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I told you this morning, if we take out this liquidity, we know where it has to go to the next level of liquidity. Come on now. Now on the downside, remember I told you on the downside it was tough because look how many levels. Remember I told you on the downside it's going to be tough because there's a lot of levels of liquidity. We went over this. But if you notice on the upside, I said there's only one target to the upside. And where do you think it's going to hit? Hey. Woo-wee. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Matter of fact, we've been 100% since Wednesday last week. 100%. Go back and check the tape. Look at this money. Come on now. And I told you, hold for blue. You got to hold for blue. I know it's going to be ugly. I told you it's going to be ugly. But don't let that scare you. We have our guardrails. I put up guardrails for you so you know when, you know what? Maybe it ain't looking so good right now. And I don't get it right every single time. That's not a thing. However, the win rate is far greater than the loss rate, which makes us profitable. And if you know how to manage your contract size or your deltas, even when you learn how to manage that better, you'll see this is better. This is like work. Full-time job is you're gonna laugh at that. You're gonna laugh at that. Look at this money. Look at this money. The whole day. Come on now. I'm shocked. Of course we know where the target is. Simply amazing. And then what do you think is gonna happen? When we hit this target, it's gonna pull back. Or it might break. It might break, right? So one of two things. It's gonna shoot out, or it's gonna, pull back probably to this blue here. Or it depends. I don't know. I don't want to predict anything yet. We'll just give it a second. We'll give it a second. You see how trading is so much easier when we have direction and guidance? So much easier. Because you have to, we should be going into this knowing you are not going to win every trade, right? Just like any business, your business isn't going to be 100% every day. There's expenses. So you have to take those losses as business expenses. That's it. Stop thinking of losses as like, oh, I'm not good at this, yada, yada, yada. We have a proven strategy. It's proven. You can go back till February 7th, or no, January, I think January 31 or February 1, something like that, and check the stats yourself. It's all done live. Can't make this shit up. Okay, yeah. But I think I started streaming either January 31, somewhere around there. Started streaming then, but either way, all I'm trying to say is I have my record recorded live. You can't make this up. And look, Sonny, see how, what did we say was going to happen? When you're high above the water, look, the swimmer's floating. Ron, here, I'm going to answer, here, let me answer you, Ron.
I can never get it too close, cause you heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, I just tryna let my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost. And they heard I got it on me. Yeah, they hear I got it on me. Yeah. Said a 4x4 for G6, this baby shit for me. 100,000, couple M's don't make a G. Pass me in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg. Yeah, know it's how it day. Yeah, shawty, wish you stay. I'm about to cut up 25 for my name. I told him my selling is a move it to the bank. Yeah. And you know they're trying to lay down.
Ron, so I think a lot of people, this is my honest opinion, and I'm going to be honest with you. I get it. Everyone's got to have a hustle. I get it. But I think a lot of people on the internet, this move might be done. Take profit if you're ready to take profit. If you're a gangster and you're holding, then hold. Hold for blue. But take profit if you're ready to take profit, because purple and blue are going to converge at the same time. So this was a great move. Anyways, Ron, like I was saying, I think a lot of people on the internet, what they want to do is they want to use a lot of big technical terms, and they want to maybe even show a whole bunch of indicators or make it flashy, yada, yada, yada. And they do that because they need to keep their subscribers confused. They need to give them enough to keep them coming back, right? I fully expect that eventually none of you will need me anymore. And that's fine. You know why? Because no matter what, the great thing about trading is that just because you succeed doesn't mean I don't succeed. So I actually get a benefit when you do succeed, because either way my money is going to stay the same, but now I get the ability to say that I helped somebody change their life, and that means more to me than the subscription, believe it or not. The reason why there's a subscription is because if you're not going to invest in yourself, because you have to invest in yourself. That's the answer. That's the answer. You have to invest in yourself. What I tell you about the gangsters holding until blue? What I tell you? See how you can squeeze out a little bit more? You see how you can squeeze out a little bit more? But I think these guys, they give you enough just to keep you stringing along, because they need you to not know what they know. They need you, they want you to think that it's difficult and complicated, and that this guy is a savant and he's just so good that I need this guy. You don't need me. You're gonna learn. This takes practice. That's all. Like anything else, you're just identifying the patterns. Once you identify the patterns, you know what to expect. You know where your risk is. You're like, okay, I'm willing to take this risk. You can't be wrong. Well, with this system we created, it's impossible to be wrong twice in a row. Impossible. If you follow the strategy properly. My goal here is to teach you. You're not going to need me eventually. Oh, how you know? Oh, Sonny knows about them. Oh, Sonny, you know about them? I'm not going to say their name on the internet, but yeah, you know about them. By the way, we have other channels if you guys want to talk amongst yourself. The water cooler channel, you can go on there and you guys can voice chat. I don't allow voice chat in this just so everyone can listen to me. So there's not a lot of chatter. But if you guys want to talk, I mean, I would love it if you guys are saying who's going in on this call, who's going in on this put, because you're going to find strength in numbers. And if the majority of you are saying go call, then you know. I'm not saying to listen to the crowd. I'm not saying that at all, because I'm obviously giving the answers. But it'll give you some confidence to build that. Or if you take the loss, then take the loss. Whatever. You have your stop loss. You know what game you're playing. You're an adult. But if we manage the risk, shit, we Gucci. Yeah. Sonny, this right here, that team, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Dre Day made the comment. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Okay, Dre, yes, Dre Day, yeah. These people right here, good example. Good example of stealing money. And you know what's crazy? They have a pretty, I just think they got more time in the game, but they have a pretty, sizable community. I'm not going to say huge, but it's sizable. And they're wrong. It is insane. It is insane how, I mean, man, there's another one I'll put in the chat. You guys can go look it up if you want. Even right now, it's crazy. It's just the worst. And I'm so confident that I'm even going to give you in the chat. I want you to see the difference between trading with me, and I'm talking about like big time YouTubers. Watch. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Damn, hold on, let me get his name. Hold on. I'll be right back. I want you guys to check it out so you can see for yourself. And these other quote unquote whatever they are, trading community, whatever it is, they're paying literally $1,000. It's $1,000, $1,000 a month to do what we do. 1,000. And the worst part is, I want you to see his win rate. It's horrible. I don't even know how he makes money. He makes money from, he has to make money from the subscribers because no. I think he does fine. He does more of a scalp technique. I'm gonna put it in the chat. What is it? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, that in the chat is on YouTube. He's probably live like right now. No, he is definitely live right now. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy for like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes if you can. I don't know how they make money. I know how he makes money, but go into his chat. And do you understand his subscriptions? He's making crazy money, and he's wrong. Which and people are willing to pay. They're paying for courses, they're paying for call outs in the thousands. And he has many people doing it. He's probably making close to $1 million a month. $1 million a month in subscriptions alone. By himself. He doesn't need to trade anything. and his callouts are horrible. He's so wrong. And he's not like, I'm not gonna say it's horrible. I think I'm overdoing it. But I think I don't know if there's value there for that much money. Nuh-uh. Hell no. Not for what we got going on. Yeah. Whatever this right here. Dre, what you just said? Oh my God, man. It's insane. But I'm not gonna knock his hustle. That's what he does. That's fine. What I'm saying is we're different. We're different. If you make money, I still make money. And I get the satisfaction of knowing that I was there to help you along the way. So that's a win. That's a win for me. But I implore you to go watch his, just try to watch it. And you tell me what the difference is. That's how confident I am. You tell me what the difference is. Okay, I got another few minutes on here. I see compression time coming. It's 11 over there. I'm West Coast, by the way, Pacific Standard Time. We see we're starting to fade here. If you want to take your profit, maybe you should. But we're still trailing along blue. Still trailing along blue. I told you, if you're a gangster, hold for blue. Look at it. Look at the money. Look at the precision of it's the precision. That's what I'm amazed with. Look at the precision. How can you get much better than this? Who's doing this? Who's telling you exactly where to put your stop for maximum profit? Who's telling you where your target is? Who's telling you when to go in and what to expect on price? It's not happening. I want anyone on the internet right now to show me someone doing what I'm doing. I will pay you $50. It doesn't happen. Look at the money. Look at the money that's been printed. Look how long you had to hold. You had to hold this amount of time because look at the movement. This is the movement we're in. You have to be comfortable with that. Once you understand this concept, it all gets easier. It all gets so much easier. Or I'm not going to say it gets less scary because I think there's a lot of fear. Right? It gets a lot less scary. What? Holy Lee, Sonny, I have to put you on TV. I have to. I have to put you on TV. You are so silly. Damn, that's funny. I have to put you on TV. Now we're gonna do a little podcast with all of us in here. And we're gonna go over this stuff. We're gonna talk about it. We'll go on the live one day, maybe on a Sunday or something. We'll go on a podcast and we'll discuss all this stuff. If you guys are okay, you can join the. If you allow me to post it, then I'll post it if you want. But that's funny. Yeah, I think we should do a podcast. We all get in here. We discuss what we need to. We talk about the week coming up ahead and what to expect. Obviously, I'll give some training. Little pop quizzes real quick for y'all to keep your brains working. Watch what happens. We good. And by the way, Sonny, thank you so much for sticking by me because I went through after my heart attack. I went through some tough times there, and I think even the stream, everything had to take a little bit of a pause for my health. But as you can see, we back. We good. We Gucci. I had to pause a little bit for my health, but we healthy now. That bank account healthy. That bank account healthy. It doesn't matter how you feel about these red candles because the liquidity is where it is, on the pink line. It doesn't, no one cares about your feelings. No one cares about red candles. If the liquidity's taken out, look at all liquidity taken out, and it's starting to fade up. Where's the next level? Here. How do we know that? Because it's right here, because I told you so. Get comfortable with these concepts. I'm not looking at, there's no crystal ball telling me this stuff. I'm teaching you how the market works. Of course we're gonna hit the target. I said that, how long? I don't even know how long. On break of, on the break of this. Break of this, 629.69 was the was when I said it. This is way early in the morning whenever I made these support resistance. I told you, buy this break, hit the target. Oh goodness, look how perfect blue served us. You just needed to hold. You just needed to and this is where the emotion comes into play, because when you start seeing this, you're like, oh shit. But what did I tell you? Wait for the break of either purple or blue. Single contracts would have been purple. Multiple contracts would have been blue. They just so happened to line up at the same time. So look, and we hit our target. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. If you're listening to this YouTube right now, I want everyone to take time out. Don't even watch my stream. Go look at Top Trading Edge. We getting wild with it. Go look at Top Trading Edge and make the comparison. And then send me an email when you're ready. Because this is too... Look. Now, is it going to break out and shoot up? Or is it going to break, retest, and reject? Right? That's always going to be the thing. Because basically, all we did here, remember, there's always a structure within a structure. I want everyone to pay attention to the screen right now. All we did was this. Bang, bang, bang. This should be the thing. Or it's going to be like this. Watch. If this is the thing, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm saying this is bang, bang, bang. One of those. Or it's going to be this. This, and this. For the way down. That's how market structure works. So once you understand that, it's a lot less scary. Now you just got to hold within the movement. Right? And when I'm saying movement, I mean within the algo that I generate. The algorithm. Do you think it's an accident that I randomly put this line here and look how perfect it's tapping on the line? That's not an accident, because I identified the stock market algorithm. Once you identify it, you'll know where the liquidity is. This is hold on, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. This is called trend line liquidity. That's how I know where the liquidity is. Trend line liquidity right here. It's built up along this trend. We hit our target. We're done for the day. I honestly think we should be done for the day. I'm done for the day. So if you continue to trade, I actually have a medical appointment I have to go to right now, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to make a long-term play, because usually I like to leave you guys with, when I leave, how you can make money when I leave. Okay, I'll do it anyway. Okay, puts under the 5. That's the answer. Puts under the 5. Okay. Look. I told you what was gonna happen. It's either gonna shoot up or it's gonna break. Oh my goodness. Look at the money. I can't leave yet because I'm still printing. I can't leave. Look at this money, because I'm getting out on the break of blue. I have my guardrails. I know. Where's the next target? Oh, geez. Where is the next target? Okay. I already marked it out, actually. 632.94. That would be so excellent. Oh, my God. Please give me. Give me. I need this bad. Look how long we've been holding this trade. Since 10:37. An hour. I want you to see how long it takes. Now, if you want to scalp, okay, that's fine. I'm giving you both. I'm giving you both. Okay, it's looking okay. And look, Sonny, again, what do we have? A week, what is it? A week bear cycle. Again, look how high above the water we are. We had a cross above. See how the MACD crossed above and we're high above the water? Come on now. Come on now. You should be holding this until this MACD crosses back below the zero. Look at this money. Look at the money we print. Oh, Sonny, you waited for the break of pink? Okay, you made money. All right. Hey, play the safety. There's nothing wrong with the safety. That's actually smart, right? Because you know you broke all this liquidity out. Look at all the strength you have to give you right here. Boom, that's good money. Smart, Sonny. You made money. I'm happy. All right, we got a little streak going for you now. Don't get greedy. We got a little streak going for you. You'll see. I told you it was going to happen, Sonny. I told you it was going to happen. And by the way, I keep using your real name. I'm sorry. I keep using your real name on the internet. I'm sorry. I'll stop doing that. Look at the money, Sonny. I mean, Lee. Look at the... It's too late. Oh, my goodness. All right, we may be overextended. If you want to take profit, it's on you. But that was a profitable trade. We identified break of this pink, profitable trade. I've done my job. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Take the money and run. Half a point move? That's beautiful. 24, wait, what is it? 24.72, almost half a point move. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful move. That's a beautiful move right there. Take your money and run. Half a point in 3 minutes. Come on now. We identified the easy. Come on, the break. Yeah, we did good work today. We did good work today. Oh my goodness, look at the money keep printing. I can't even leave. Look at the money. Okay, that's been my time. We're gonna do it again tomorrow. I'm sorry I have to go to a medical appointment, but let's see something. I want to see something really quick before I jump off. If it gets choppy here, I'm sorry. I'm like... Okay, I want everyone to look at the analysis, or when you get a chance, look at the analysis from this morning, and you'll see the patterns that I put, right? Either the cup and handle, inverse cup and handle, yada, yada, yada. Do you see how that cup and handle played out? And yeah, that's the answer. That is the answer. Okay, that's been my time. YouTube, I'm gonna shut off YouTube.